Hey FlossTube.
Hello.
We're the Floss Bossin cousins. I'm Christy.
I'm Callie.
And it is Tuesday, October 22nd. And this is FlossTube number 40.
40.
40. Don't you wish we was still 40?
No, I don't want to have to relive some of them lives. That's just too far ago.
I met Alan when I turned 40.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
I still don't want to go. Still don't want to go back.
Oh. What you been doing, Albert?
Oh, I don't know. Just all kinds of stuff.
You have no earrings on today.
I sure don't. And I knew it when I walked out the door. And I just wasn't feeling them today.
Well, I wear these. These are my everyday.
I usually don't leave the house without earrings. But, you know, I was on
And we both had to put some lipstick on.
Yeah.
Cause,
I started to bring it down here because somebody I asked what color, so, but I didn't.
I'm going to give y'all Callie's personal cell phone number. All lipstick comments need to be addressed to her.
I'm telling you, the lipstick thing is something else, because when you run out of one and they quit making it, you got to branch out and try new stuff.
Don't that just, it never fails. If I find something at Walmart that I really, really like,
a snack, whatever.
Yes, you can bet your sweet butt that they are going to quit having it, selling it, whatever.
I will tell you, they brought something back, though. Jeremy sent me a message the other day because he was working and he had to go to the Walmart to get him something to eat. So anyway, he texted me a picture of Orville Redenbacher's Pour Over Butter, movie theater Pour Over Butter. For the longest, the Walmart had it, and then they quit having it. You know, it had the oil and stuff in a little pouch. Well, he found two at the Haleyville Walmart. Two packs. I said, I hope you got both of them, and he said I did. So
y'all sound like me and Alan.
Get every one of them.
We, that popcorn that Megan brought to Stitching in the Wild, that Werther's caramel popcorn, it took me 4 different Walmarts before I could find it around here.
Yeah.
And I found some.
There's several things like that I have loved, and it just go to the wayside. You can't find them. So, and they had a cheese one too, and I liked the pour over cheese kind. So I told him to be on the lookout. So, but
ain't it funny what little joys?
And I tell you, when you get used to something that you like, you don't want to change it either.
Right.
You know?
I think that's called set in our ways.
I think you're probably right. And I am.
And you know, we used to make fun of Mama and your daddy.
Yeah. Used to make fun of them for wanting to stay at home too, but you know, I don't be doing that no more either.
You said something the other day, and I don't know why I didn't say, You said you had went to help your mama vote. How do you do that?
She does absentee ballot.
But how did they know it was really her?
Because, listen, there's a whole thing you got to go through to get this done.
Okay. I mean,
you have to put... the staff over there can help them, but she chooses not to because she don't want no voter tampering or whatever. So she told me she was going to leave Mother's in the bottom drawer of her dresser. So I go over there, and it's in a big envelope. I'm talking about there's 4 or 5 big envelopes in this one, and it's got instructions down to the T about how to get this done. I have to sit there with Mom and make her elections. She has to sign or make her mark, and she actually did pretty good signing. And then me and Jeremy have both had to witness it, and you have to put it in this envelope and seal it up, put it in another one and seal that one up, and then finally put it in another one and seal it up. I'm
wow.
Lord. I mean, come on.
Well, I was just thinking, I mean, who's to say you couldn't have just got it and done it and it be on its merry way?
Yeah.
And the way the election's going this year, nothing will surprise me.
I was supposed to do that Saturday, but I didn't get over there till Sunday, but we got it done.
So she has cast her vote.
She has cast it. I said, Mama, you know, who you want to vote for this? Well, you just do it like you do it. I said, no, you need to tell me who you want to vote for. So we finally made it through it.
Okay, well.
So
There's y'all little, if you didn't
Little
know, because
fly.
I didn't know. I've never voted absentee, and I don't think I have ever known anybody.
We always did it at the,
at the
communities that I worked at, if they wanted to vote.
Oh,
And we'd take some to the poll when they, wanted to go. But
well, we always went down to Bankston to the volunteer fire department, and now Alan and I vote over here at Concord Baptist Church.
There's a little one close to us. It's not a church. It's just a voting place that we go to. It's, I don't know, 3 or 4 miles from the house. Because for the longest, for all my life, I voted down there, at Bankston. So
yeah.
Well, I was at home.
Well.
Really thinking that's a long time, since I couldn't vote till you what, 18? Can you vote at 18?
You can't buy beer, but you can vote.
So, then I went over there. Well, let's see.
You can die for your country,
but you can't buy beer.
But you can't buy beer.
We had a get together at the house Saturday for some couples that go to church, and we played marbles and
What
rook.
is that?
Listen, it's the most fun thing that I've ever played.
You all about a game.
I am. I love it. I'm competitive. So B had somebody make this big board. It almost looks like a coffin, but it's not so narrow on one end. It's more centered. And it's got holes you can sit your marbles in all the way around this board. You play with 4 decks of cards. So, an ace, there's little stations that you sit in there, and you have to roll either an ace, a face card, or a joker to get out and start moving around the board. And then based on whatever card you draw, you're dealt 5, and then you have to keep 5 in your hand. So you draw 1 discard. And different card numbers do different things, and so you try to get all of your marbles, or if you're playing partners, all your team, everybody has to go around the board and get back into home. But it's fun. We played that and played rook. So
is it, you can't buy it, you just have to get somebody to make you a board?
I guess so.
Okay. I didn't know. I've never heard of it.
I'd never have played until we played down at Eric's one time.
I can remember growing up when Mama, she could play you some jacks now.
Oh, Mama can too.
I
snatched every one of them.
Nobody's business.
That was Mama's favorite, probably one of her favorite games.
Mama's too. She loved it.
And then Daddy one time, I tell you, we're getting off on a rail here, but when we were growing up, Daddy he talked about this game. It was called something Jenny, I think. I don't even remember. But it was a little round metal ring about this big. Looked like a hoop almost. And was about that wide. And it was just you rolled it on the ground with a piece of wire that was cut that had a little, I don't know, it was you and the hoop fit in here. And you just pushed that thing all over the place. And he had somebody make 2 of them. One for me and one for Keith. Because, we had to have one. I don't even remember what that was called.
Wow.
We was all about some games at my house now, I tell you.
And we could break up a family get-together faster than nobody's business.
Yes. Somebody get mad.
Yeah.
For cheating. That would be my daddy.
They are still hiding the pies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, we haven't done anything. I mean, I know I say that every time, and people probably think, oh, you're doing something. I promise you, we are, in fact, not doing anything. We have stayed at home, and Corbin didn't have a game this weekend. I didn't find out till Saturday night that Case did have a game. They didn't have a team for the little mini midgets. But had I known, we would have went to Case's game, but I didn't. So we didn't even go to the ball game. I did get to watch Tennessee whoop Alabama, which everybody's gonna say, well, what about Auburn? We don't expect them to win.
Because we quit that long time ago when Pat died.
But Alan watched a lot of football. We finished The Resident last night. If y'all haven't watched that on Netflix, I am telling you, you need to. It is great. But, other than work and just staying at home, and it has been cooler the last day or so. It seems a little warmer than what it has been, but it's still much better.
Yeah, you better not make the mistake of wearing your sweater to work in the morning, I can tell you. You better just freeze it on out until...
Callie came by here yesterday to get some floss, and she said, I can't wait to get home. She had on a sweater. It looked like she was going to the
It was freezing
Antarctica.
yesterday morning. I bet it warmed up 40 degrees yesterday. And you can't plan for that, you know? You just can't do it. So
I usually go in layers.
Yeah,
like a lot of days I just wear a t-shirt and I just
I
put
need
a
some more like
sweatshirt.
cardigans, thin ones, you know.
Usually Walmart has some good thin cardigans,
and I've got some, but a lot of them have the sleeve, like they're sleeveless, or it's a jacket, or you know something.
Yeah, no, you just want a you just want a basic cardigan.
I'd like to have one that's knit. Just like t-shirt material, but long sleeve.
I think you can probably get those on Amazon.
Well, I'm going to get one because I'm telling you yesterday about burnt me up. Shoot. Then we had had that get together at the house. Pastor Appreciation was supposed to have been earlier in the month. And they ended up having to change it after my thing had already been scheduled for the 19th this past weekend. And we ended up moving it because of the camp meeting. So we had Pastor Appreciation Sunday, and I had to cook for that. So Well, let me tell you about this fiasco.
Oh, boy.
So Saturday, we got up, went to Fayette to get groceries because we made chili and stuff for our get-together, and was going to get a Boston butt. Well, you know, the ones at Shop and Save didn't look like worth a flip. So we had to leave there, go all the way to Berry, to Pigs to get one.
Wow.
And we got a whole one. So Jeremy put it on about 5 o'clock that evening, and he went out there to check it at 10 after everybody left and before we went to bed. Well, he didn't think to refill the thing up with pellets. You know, we got a pellet grill. So at some time in the night, it had cut off. He said when he got up about between 6 and 7, he went out there and the smoker is ice cold. I'm talking about ice cold. And it wasn't done. So he put it in the oven in the house until he got the smoker going again, and then put it back on there. And when we got back from church, it was done. But so there we went meatless to the church. But I did cook a red velvet cake. I did your mama's cake.
Aww.
But I did it in a bundt pan, so I didn't have to do all that. It turned out really good. Really good. I made the icing, and I just decorated it like one of them nothing but bundt cakes, and put some in the center and just did it over the edge, and it was good. People were bragging on it. I said, well, that's the best. That's the best.
A good one.
That's the best red velvet cake recipe there is.
Well, Whitney told me the other day, she called me, and she was stirring something. I said, what are you fixing? She said, well, I got some bananas I need to use, so I'm going to make banana nut bread. And I was like, because I could see what she was stirring. All she had was a red velvet cake mix. She said it was fantastic. She said the kids loved it.
Well, you know, red velvet's just like a chocolate cake. Yeah. You know, it's just colored red.
She said they loved it.
Well, she branched out.
Yeah, I mean, you know, that she didn't get that from her mama. Use what you've got. Yeah.
It'll cause a meltdown at my house if we ain't got the right stuff. Yeah, you know?
Me too.
I just give up, not do nothing.
Me too.
But we did that, and then they had that big old yard sale at the multi-purpose complex Saturday morning, and we breezed through there real quick when we went to Walmart. But the only thing I got was there were prints, like Currier and Ives prints, and some nice frames that were metal. So yeah, got them for $8 for 4 of them. So.
Well, that's a good deal.
And that's all I got.
Good deal.
That's all we've been doing.
Well, hang on and let me pause this real quick. Okay, we're back. I forgot to put my phone on airplane mode, and I just knew if somebody called, or I had already seen the security camera message come up, and I thought, ooh. So.
We'll get through this and have to start over. I'm just gonna go out there and let that mule kick me in the head.
Oh, Jack's a lover, not a fighter.
Yeah, I know.
We have big plans this weekend, though.
Mm-hmm.
The little boys, my little boys, they play for the Toy Bowl, the first round of playoffs. And I've had many people comment, Toy Bowl here is a football league for elementary school kids. Like Corbin is in first grade, so he's on the mini midgets. And
Don't you wish those called the mini maggots?
Yeah, yeah. Kayla said they had to rename them though, but she never told me what it was because that was derogatory.
Yeah.
But anyway, and then Case is in 3rd grade, 4th grade. So he's on the middle team. And then they have a 5th and 6th grade, or 4th, 5th, and 6th is the oldest team. But when I say Toy Bowl, it's a football. It's football.
What time is that?
Or at 5 o'clock.
On
so
Saturday?
I may have to meet you in Jasper.
For Saturday?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And that way I can just get in my vehicle. And I don't know. I'm going to have, well, I can tell you because I got it wrote down. I don't know. They play at Bear Creek, so I probably do need to meet you in Jasper.
Yeah.
We are going Saturday because Greta was at the Hobby House retreat and Holly Ho went to New York to see Tatum and pick Tatum's car up. And they were gone last weekend. And Greta's birthday, I want to say, is November the 9th. I think. And we're going to go have lunch with the Heifers for their birthdays Saturday. So I'm looking forward to that because I haven't seen them since the Garon retreat.
Yep.
So it'll be good to have lunch and spend some time with each other.
Surely will.
So.
What you been stitching on?
Oh, a little of this, a little of that.
I've been stitching on mainly one thing.
Okay, well, show it to us.
A little bit of progress. Well, I'm going to show you my whip first.
Okay.
So, I pulled this mug back out and starting on that house again. So,
oh, Jesus, take the wheel.
I had to put my windows in, all these windows. And then I'm starting to fill in that blue in that middle row down through there. So, that will be what's up for the next month or so till I get it finished because she's getting done this year. I tell you, I got some stuff. I got some plans this year, buddy. They may not none come to fruition.
The rest of this year?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And that is Feast of Friendship by Blackbird Designs. And I'm stitching mine on 36 count rustic charm that I got at Marlene's. And using the call for floss. So it's just I tell you, when I get all these that I'm working on or have plans for by the end of the year, buddy, my old yarn tray be hanging full. So, because I got a bunch going on there, but that's what I'm going to work on next.
Wow, it's looking good. I need to get mine framed.
Yeah, you do. And I got to look for me a frame. I did find me. I told Christy last week. I had gone to, there's a, what do you call it? Consignment shop, thrift shop, something, retail, you know.
A resale.
Shop in Northport that's called So Blessed. And
I saw it when I come by there Saturday.
Did you?
And I almost stopped.
And sometimes it's hit or miss. Sometimes they might have something, sometimes they might not. But that's where my friend had got me all that Ada and stuff that for just, I thought nothing much. And I went back in there to see if there was a load of linen, you know. But anyway, they had some frames in there. And one of them is going to be almost perfect for my Halloween Eve that I just finished. It's going to be a little bit wider margin on the sides of it than the top and bottom. But I'm going to make it work. So I started painting it with some chalk paint and stuff. Got to distress it.
Could you cut it down and maybe sew a piece of fabric on the side?
I don't know what I want to do. I thought about moving it over to one side and then putting some down in that margin, or putting like a big, because I've got some real wide rickrack that's about, I don't know, an inch wide, and I thought, well, maybe I could just put it right there on the sides or leave it to be. I'm going to try her out. I laced the whole darn thing, and that, you know, it's long. I mean, it's and wide. Well, that didn't work out because I couldn't get it. It's too long for me to be able to wiggle it around. If it's ornament size, you can move it a little. So now I got to cut me a piece of foam cord and start all over. So I just put that up the other night because I was aggravated with it. So, and then I had a finish. Finished her today on my lunch break.
I love that fabric.
So this is Quaker Crow that my friend Meg loaned me the chart. So it'll be winging its way back home beginning tomorrow. But I'm telling you, I wanted to stitch it so I could get her chart back to her. I didn't want anything to happen to it. So I just love him.
That's like a wedding bird.
I mean, it's beautiful.
Because you have to have something borrowed, something blue, and you've had something borrowed twice.
Yep. Had to borrow some thread. I'm
borrowed
telling
a
you
chart.
Borrowed the chart and all kinds of stuff. But I got right over here, I like this little bit right down through here. And I think I had even brought this up. So, like, the thicker, darker border out here on the side, I got about right below that star and a run out. I thought, my God,
and
I wanted to get that done. So
we have said before, nothing is convenient for us.
No.
Nothing.
So I thought, well, I'll order me some from Greta. And then I asked Christy about it. She said she had 4 skeins. So I come down here, you know.
I actually can only find one. They must be kitted up somewhere.
And look, this is what's left of it. I mean, so I didn't have to have much.
Well, you still
I'm still gonna give you a whole skein.
Yeah,
but,
I'm just kidding.
but I finished it up, and I love it. So now my dilemma is, and Miss Carol, Saltbox Stitcher, I was watching her video the other day, and she mentioned that I was about to start mine, or she thought somebody was, and she thought it was me. Well, it was me. And so I was thinking about, well, what am I going to do with it? Do I want to do a stand up? Because that's the way it is on the chart. That's my working copy. But it's a stand up on the chart. So I don't know if I want to do it like this, or do I want to frame it in a black frame. So decisions. I don't know. We'll see what I come up with.
How big is it?
I don't know.
Could you put it on one of April's boards?
I might could. It is about 5.5
by 8.
by 7.5.
Okay.
Of course, it's too big to go in a 5 by 7. You know.
Of course, that would be way too easy.
Yeah.
And what did you say that fabric was? Havana.
I believe it's Weeks Dye Works Havana, but it's just perfect with it. I love it. And I got a perfect spot for it to go, too. Whatever I do with it. I may just end up framing it or putting it on a board or something this year. I might just order me a board from her. A pretty black distress one. Look good.
Be easy peasy.
So that was marathon stitching right there, buddy. So I'm going to send that back to her. Thank you so much for letting me borrow it. Another unicorn down. You know, time to pick out another one. So. Did you know?
I did.
And I don't know if y'all know this, but I was watching the Colorado Cross Stitcher, Sherry, before I come over here, and her shop, or she has bought the rights to the Birds of the Feather charts, and she's recharting them.
I saw that on somebody's. Had to get me some lotion. My hand's itching. Oh, whose FlossTube was it? Was it Sweetwater? No, I don't. It might have been.
I don't know.
Oh, I can't think. But yes, I did see that. Brenda and Laura.
Okay, I hadn't finished theirs.
I think that it was theirs.
I hadn't finished theirs yet, but that I just happened to, hers popped up a while ago when I was coming home, and I thought, well, I'm just gonna watch it. So Didn't know that.
Yeah.
But that'll make a lot of people happy.
Yeah.
That, is it Sally Spencer? Is that a Birds of a Feather? I think so. That everybody wants. It used to, and maybe they reprinted it. I don't know. Or something. But.
And I saw, let me think whose it was. Oh, it was handmade by Sarah W. She was saying on her FlossTube that Lord, my mind just went
Gone.
I mean, just crazy. I can see it. Somebody's daughter has released a chart, and you can buy it off of Etsy.
What's it of?
I know y'all are screaming right now because you know what I'm talking about. Ooh, I almost had it.
You almost had it.
Okay, just talk about something else and it'll hit me like this in a minute.
Ton of bricks.
Yeah, ton of bricks.
All right, you want to do one of these?
But now yesterday when Callie was here, now this is how my mind works. Yesterday when Callie was here, she came by to get that thread, and we was just sitting upstairs in the living room talking, and I said, when is Jenna getting married? And she told me, and I said, or she said, I've got to get my dress hemmed. And she said, I said, who's going to hem it for you? And she said, I don't know. And I said, well, why don't you call Miss Evelyn? And she said, I didn't know if she still did that or something. And out of my butt crack,
The back four.
I pulled out Miss Evelyn's phone number from my head, a landline, because her daughter and me were really good friends growing up, and I remembered her home phone number, but I can't remember the artsy house. Annie B's. Annie B's. It's her daughter. I knew that it would come to me, but you can get it off of her Etsy shop. Her new chart. But
I can remember some phone numbers. That them ones that was your good friends that you called all the time. I can remember Teresa's.
Well, when we were growing up, it was long distance to call Barry.
Mm-hmm.
So Christy lived through the holler right next to me. I could only talk to her and Daniel Brown.
Well, you just do what you have to do.
And if you got on the party line, you could talk to Michael. If you could get Robbie Lee off of it.
I bet she spent some time on the phone.
She did. She did.
She spent it in the ditch.
Yeah. Well, what else you got?
I got my fair stuff, but it show what you've been stitching on.
I told us a little tiny story. I did do something this weekend. I went Saturday and got my nails done. And I went to Belk to look about me a pair of shoes.
What did you get, some?
4 pair.
What kind of shoes?
I got 2 pair of Uggs, a pair of Havanas, and a pair of
Are they just casual shoes?
The Uggs are like slip-ons, and the Havanas are tennis shoes. And then I got some sorrel, like little short boots.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I bought me 2 pair the other day. I bought me a pair of Sam and Libby from their tennis shoes, or the cute tennis shoes. The ones that we said we didn't want to wear when we was kids, and they coming back now.
Mm-hmm.
Got me a pair of them and a pair of heels.
Well, I have first ever, and I'm going to show y'all this. I'll show y'all the other one in a minute. But I got to order the first magnetic board for Mill Hill kits from Pam and Bob at P&B Creations on Etsy, and I will link their information below. And he put on it Floss, Bossin Cousins. And I have got it ready. I've got my X made to find my middle. I've never done one, so I was showing Callie, and I'm going to be doing the tomato pincushion. Greta gave us these at the Garon retreat. And I've got all these little sons of beep, 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 beaches put on a floss drop. I'm like Callie. We talked about this yesterday too. Why don't they just say DMC da 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 and let you do your own? Because these old eyes ain't what they used to be. And if it is medium red, light red, they look the same. But I did the best I could do. But I am ready to go.
Ready to roll.
Ready to go.
You got your tacky bill?
I can get.
Tacky ball bill.
Got it.
I gotta find mine.
Oh, Lord, let me hide it.
Gee, I'm telling you. If you say my craft room, you know why I said that. Because it is a hot mess.
Oh, me. Are you kidding me? I didn't even bring it down here, did I? No, I didn't. Oh, we had a viewer, and I will put her comment up here on the screen, but last video, she commented and said, you're missing a flower on your, for where your treasure is. And she was right. I was missing this bottom part right there on my for where your treasure is, but I got
Lord,
it.
hadn't you rather somebody tell you?
Yep. I got this sucker out and got that little tip put on, and it is officially finished, unless you say something else. But I sure appreciate it.
Sure do.
Oh, I did not bring. You're just going to have to go, because I'm going to have to go get it.
Okay. I'll show my fair stuff for you.
Okay. Carry on.
All right. Y'all have seen these before, and it hadn't been too long since you have seen them, but I was going to show you how I did at the fair for the people that may not have social media or don't get on there, whatever, because I think I shared it on maybe Instagram or in our group. But I took 11 pieces to the fair, and they all play, so I was going to show you my ribbon and what each one of them plays if y'all don't care. So let me get them in an order that I can. Get my glasses on. All right, so this was my pillow, my Merry Christmas. I think it's Primitive Merry Christmas by Abby Rose Designs. And it was a first place winner at the fair. Then, let's see, Tis Spring by With Thy Needle and Thread. I finished this one not too long ago when I had a whole batch of them to do. And it was also a first place at the fair. And let's see, I had one, let's do all my first place first. So, my Trick or Treat by the Drone Thread that I finished not long ago was another, my ribbon's crinkled up. Another first place winner. Got that one. Run out of room. Then, my Old Rugged Cross by Heartstring Samplery. It was the first place winner. Then, Home Sweet Home by With Thy Needle and Thread. It got a first place.
Found it.
My Memorial Day, my hands-on design with all that white stitching paid off because I got a first place on it. Then I was disappointed in this one.
Oh boy.
Now, to me, should have been a first place.
Yeah.
Because it's prettier than, to me, the finish than that one. But, you know, I'm a little partial to Blackbird, so. But this is my America the Beautiful by Blackbird Designs, and it got a second. Let's see what else it has. Then I had my Remember Me by Scattered Seed Samplers, and it got a second place. Amazing Grace by Heartstring Samplery. It was a Sunday stitch, and it got a second. And then my last one, I had one third place winner, and it was Queen of the Needle by With Thy Needle and Thread was the third place. So I was pretty proud. It won me $93. So
Have you
next
been
year,
spent it?
why yeah, sure have. Well, today, you know, because I'm so busy at work, you know, I've got that little sprocket that I can take pictures of my stuff. So I'm gonna make me a little notebook, and I'm going back to do the ones from last year, but with my stitch piece and my ribbon, and I'm gonna put it in a notebook to itself so I can see year to year what I've done. And
Wow.
listen, I'm trying to get organized because I intend to whoop somebody at that fair, you know. So I got to really be thinking about what I'm gonna do next year, because I've already finished 2 pieces, my Halloween Eve and my Summer Jubilee. And I'll have 2 more hopefully by the end of the year that are frameable pieces. But I would really like to start something big, like a Hot Run Hollow or something, you know, that autumn one that I like. So.
Well, you know what? Jump on
I
it.
think I'm going to. And then I thought I really love the Halloween one.
Where'd you get that shirt? Sorry.
At the Picker place where that little man had his booth last year or year before. But it's cute, ain't it?
That is cute.
It's like this fabric applique on there.
What does it say?
Hocus Pocus.
Hocus Pocus. Sorry.
But the Halloween at Hot Run Hollow is probably my favorite one. But that's a lot of stitching in that jewel. So
every one I have really looked at.
yeah, they're all fairly heavy. It's either I'm going to start one of those, or I'm going to get that Autumn Quakers finished by Rosewood Manor, that pretty one with the Valdani thread. Maybe I'll do that this year. But I would really like to do that center block and the Halloween one with the 2 witches in the cauldron.
Why don't you start it and set yourself a goal, even if it takes you 2 years or whatever?
Mm-hmm. I've got the perfect piece of fabric. I just need to get my floss for it. So, plans.
All right, I pulled out, I just thought about it the other day, and I thought I hadn't worked on that since StitchCon. I pulled out Violet's Blue by Blackbird Designs. And I'm just rocking and rolling on it.
You put in a bunch. What'd you have done before you started working on it?
This.
A little bit.
That top banner part.
Candace was working on this one too, wasn't she?
Yeah, at Garon. And honey, that over one ain't no joke. Ain't no joke. And
but look how much you've grown. You just be out there whooping that over one out.
I am doing it on Everything Else by Mystic Fabrics, 32 count. And I got it at Craft Gallery. And I'm using all...
Booker Bear?
Is she in your bag?
She's just looking.
And I'm using all the called for floss, which are Weeks, Classic, and Gentle Arts. So
pretty.
Holly said last night, she said, you just get on something and you just go until it's done. And I said, and I don't know why. I just bees liking to do that, but yet I like to start something too.
And they used to, I would, listen, I bounce all over the place, but like that Quaker Crow, I pretty much stitched that whole thing.
I used to only stitch one thing, and you led me down the
rabbit hole.
No, I was going to call it something else.
Pie hole.
The dark and
honey
dusty.
hole.
And I pulled this out last night. And it is the Scarlet House, Christmas in the Village. And I started it on New Year's Eve. And now, y'all don't get excited. That's all I got. But I did put in a tiny bit on it last night. And this morning at 2:15 when I got up out of the bed and went to the living room.
What color? What's that fabric?
This fabric is... Let me get my glasses. 32 count brash by Picture This Place.
Well, now that don't look like brash.
Well, right there's the...
Yeah, I know, but look at
right there.
because this is what... I guess it maybe it is. Yeah. The light, I guess. Yeah.
And I'm using the called for, which is Weeks, Gentle Arts, and Classic Color Works. It's not many.
That white will pop off of there, though.
Yeah. I picked that back up last night. And worked on it a tiny bit. And I'm not taking this out of this hoop. But I have come on down some more on my courage. I praiseworthy stitches. So I'm getting pretty close to the bottom.
Yeah, you have to be.
So, and that's all I've stitched on.
We're killing it, ain't we?
I did start on my 2005 Prairie Schooler Santa. I've got a little bit done on him, not much.
Sherry, the Colorado cross stitcher, she's doing Prairie Schooler Santas too.
Oh, is she? Well, and that's what I've worked on.
Good enough.
You want to do our winners from last week?
Sure. I tell you what, I wish y'all could see through.
Honey, I have
try to see through these two.
Run mine through the tail of my shirt about 4 times today.
All right. We in order here?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Maybe.
The first one is from Needle Bling Designs. It's Rearview Pumpkin.
And it goes to at Rita Brevig, BREVIG 3342. Congratulations.
Okay. The second one is from Hands On Design. It's Snow on the Ground.
And it goes to at Kathleen Patterson 3963. Congratulations.
Next one is Parade of Elephants by Hello from Liz Matthews.
And it goes to Lori Votero 9676. Congratulations.
Next one is by Carriage House Samplings, and it's Quaker Medallion Sampler.
And it goes to at Nancy Gay. Congratulations.
And then the last one is Floral Etchings by Heart and Hand.
And it goes to @Michelle Latham 2349. Congratulations. If y'all will email flossbossingcousins@gmail.com and leave us your mailing address and which chart you want, I will get them out in the mail to you just as soon as I can.
All right, and do the first one for next time. All right, this one is by Heart and Hand, and it's Square Dance October, November, and December, and it's got the buttons in it too. These are cute little things for tiered trays or ornaments or whatever. All right. What are we doing? We carrying on with this, or?
It don't matter.
Okay. The next one is by Waxing Moon Designs, and it's Autumn Blessing. It says, "May your blessings be as countless as the autumn leaves." It's pretty. I did get my fall decorating done.
Well, I'm missing a box, so I got to dig it out.
Let me tell you, that struggle was real because first I had to clean house, you know. And not long ago did I take my Valentine's stuff down, so I'm just going to be honest about that. So it's been a chore.
Valentine's?
You heard what I said. Yes. That little boy that lives next to Whitney that comes for piano practice, you know, his mama, she's a teacher at Hub.
Oh,
I can't think of her name, but anyway.
Jensen.
Yes.
His name is Jensen.
Uh-huh. And she came in one day when I had the whole place tore apart, trying to put up stuff and get stuff down, because I have to take it over to the storage building. That's the whole, well, that's not the whole problem, okay? But anyway, she said, you're making progress. You got your Valentine's Day and getting your fall up. And I thought,
just love Kiefer.
Hush your mouth.
I didn't know he was taken from Jeremy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's wide open as a boot top.
I bet he is.
Okay, the next one is from Little House Needlework. It's October's Party. And it says, "October gave a party. The leaves by hundreds came. The chestnuts, oaks, and maples, and leaves of every name. The sunshine spread a carpet, and everything was grand. Miss Weather led the dancing. Professor Wynn the band." Ain't that cute?
And that's number 3. That is cute.
Number 4 is by Stitching with the Housewives. It's Pumpkin Picking Day. What is this? Oh, that's the chart. And then the last one for this week is the Stitcher Hood. And it's Quaker Pumpkin. I tell you, I could not do that because all them quilt stars, or whatever them are, that we talked about last week. So if you're interested in any of those, just comment with a corresponding number. You'll be entered for a chance to win.
Well, I'm going to show. I have picked out I've got my floss, and I'm going to start Frankie Christmas Sausage by Stacy Nash. And I'm going to do it on 32 count Shreky Tan. That's what it's called for. And I thought I had a piece, and then upon further investigation,
you did not?
I did have a piece.
Oh, you did have a piece.
I did. So I've got it pulled to the side. So I'm gonna.
Them little dogs is cute as pie.
That is cute as pie.
I was thinking about starting the Scarlet, the Boston that I need to stitch, and it's got it cute.
Oh, did you see that that finish that Greta did. Oh, it was so cute. And I have got my 2 old lady bags from Etsy. I showed y'all last week that she had sent to me. I've got it full and ready to go. And I'm going to do Emmeline Purnell by Hands Across the Sea.
That's a pretty chart.
And I'm going to do it on 32 count Time Worn by Mystic Fabrics. I got that from Greta. And I'm using the 103s. I got the chart and the floss from Acorns and Threads.
Have you ever used those before?
No. This is my
Your
virgin voyage. That's sad that we both knew what I was going to say. Because hell, half the time I don't even know. And I've also kitted up. I thought I took it to work today so I could scan it and email it to myself so I could have it on my iPad. I thought that I had pulled fabric when in fact I had not. But I'm going to start Hello Fall by Plum Street.
Those are pretty.
I've got all the floss. I just got to pull my fabric.
What is that? Is this just the moon or what is this right here?
I think it's maybe supposed to be a pumpkin. Maybe.
Okay.
Or is it the orange?
It always looks like eyeballs to me.
Well, now, don't get me to line.
And I tell you something else I'd love to start too. And that Miss Carol was talking about it on her FlossTube. Is the Olga Stocking by Plum Street. That big autumn. I might just start that one because I've had it in my stash for a gazillion years. I had a good. Well, I started my Quaker Crow, but.
But wait, I'm not finished.
Oh,
I've got another one
still pulling it out.
I have pulled all the. I've got the floss, and I've pulled all the fabrics that I want to use for the Scarlet House Canine Quotes 2. I'm going to be using Duxbury by Fox and Rabbit on one of them. Coconut Milk by Grace Notes for another one. And Amber Waves by Atomic Ranch for another one. So,
what do they say? Please understand, I'm only taking new friend requests from dogs. I'm just my dog's treat dealer. God, if that ain't the truth.
Honey Holly, she's going to do that one, but she's going to do the colors in sweet potato. I said, well, my word, how appropriate.
And then Dog Travert, a person who prefers spending time with dogs rather than people. I tell you, I could have killed mine last night. I was telling Christy, ours have got a huge bed. I mean, I bet it is, I don't know, 4 foot wide by 3 foot deep. And I can't wash it at the house. It's got that egg mattress stuff on the bottom, and then that unzips, and then it's stuffed with polyfill, a big like bolster around it. And so we had Saturday when we was out running around, we took it to the laundromat and that big machine and washed it and brought it home to dry. Well, anyway, it's all nice and pretty and clean. Well, last night I let Sophie Baxter and Daisy all went up the road. Daisy come back first, and I thought, if I have to get in that car in my gown tonight to go hunt them dogs, I'm going to hurt somebody. Well, in a little bit, here comes Sophie and Baxter, and when she come through the back door, she brushed my leg, and I thought, she feels wet. And I thought, well, maybe it's just the dew off the grass, because it was after dark, you know.
Because we have had
none
rain.
And I look over there on that fresh laundered bed, and she is as black as the ace of spade up to her neck on the white part of her. It was almost a green black. And she had got in some water somewhere. Where, I don't know. So, you know, it could be.
She didn't get in the swimming pool, did she?
No. I don't know where she got it, because the creek's dried up. It could have been sewage. I don't know what it was. I don't know where she'd have gotten that either, but you know. But right in the middle of that bed now is a big circle about that big around, just black as it can be. Well, you're going to sleep on it now, so. Got news for you.
I tell Alan when he gets mad at Lovey and he puts them in the kennel, I'm like, why do you have to punish Boudreaux for Lovey's misdeeds?
I'm telling you, they could drive me nuts.
Yeah.
But I love them.
And I wanted to mention this. If y'all haven't saw it, Annie the Proper Stitcher created a chart and it's called Go Tell It on the Mountain. And this is all the proceeds for this go to the Helene hurricane relief. I couldn't think of the word. And
I need to get that too.
I was gonna get the paper chart, and I thought no, because I'm sure they've been swamped. I'll just get it and download it, or print it off. But they're selling it, I want to say, through the very first part of November, or maybe the last day of October. I'm not sure, but I will do a little further research about how long they're going to be selling it, and I will put it in the description notes, and also I will leave the phone number. But you can get a paper chart, or you can order it to get your digital chart from Cross Stitch and Crafts in Johnson City, Tennessee. But I just loved that.
And you have to call the shop to get either, don't you?
Yes, you have to call the shop to get either. But everybody can do a little. And I mean, I can spend money, but I didn't mind one bit.
No.
Not 1 minute spending money on this, but it's such a pretty chart. All right. You got any haul?
Not the first stitch.
Stop it. Right. I got some that I haven't even opened that came in the mail today. Oh, I got another one. Oh, I know what I was going to tell, what I was going to say. I think it came. I was going to show y'all the other stitching frame from P&B Creations. Now, they are, I want to say that their shop is temporarily on vacation right now, and they'll be back around the 1st of November, but their Etsy shop will be linked below, and if you go to their Etsy shop, it'll tell you that they're on vacation. But this was my other one, and honey, them magnets will pinch. Don't try to kit this up naked. You'll get your girls in a bind. But they did a good job, and their prices are really good. Really good. So, and he had already made this one that says Stitch on it, and I told Pam, I said, just give me that one. She said, no, he can make you another one. I said, no, I like that one. Just give me that one. And on my little one, tell him to put Floss, Bossin Cousins. And I got off, no, I think somebody emailed me or sent me a message on Facebook. I got the 92 Prairie Schooler Santa and the 93. So I am slowly whittling my list down, and I think
Did you ask Marlene if she had any of them?
no. I got a package today. I'm not sure which ones they are, and she said I didn't have to mention her, but she so kindly gifted me her Prairie Schooler Santa. So you know who you are, and I thank you. And if I already have the ones that she sent, I will reach out to her, and if she wants them back, I'll send them back to her. If she doesn't, we'll pass the stash. She sent me 2017, 2019, 2021. And she sent me 87, 83, and 86. 84, 89, and 91. And a Merry Mini Surprise. So thank you so much. I appreciate you. And hope you have a really good time at your retreat this week. Wish I was there. And this is ready to go, but I was waiting on my bag because they're starting this, Como Stitches and someone else. I'll put the hashtag on the screen. Hey Pumpkin by the Scarlet House. And I'm doing it on Bria by Needle and Flax. And I've been waiting on this for it to go in it. My bag from Como Stitches. Thank you, Jess. Love it, love it, love it. She had of these and I said, hey, do you, is this a special order or pre-order? She said, no, but you can do a special order if you want to. And I said, okay, can I do that? And she was like, yes, because, you know, you have to be like Lightning McQueen to get one of her bags when they go up live on her Etsy shop. And down here where you have to pop in sunshine, it's a hit or miss. So I did a custom order, I think is what it's called. And she sent it out to me. But I love that. I mean, I love pumpkins and I love pink. So how much better does it get? It don't. So I'm ready now, Jess. Ready now. Got my threads pulled, got my fabric, and now I got my bag. Hot diggity dog. Hot diggity dog. And I even got my tag made. I mean, I was ready. I was just waiting on go. And believe it or not, folks, that's all the haul I've got. That's all, folks.
Well, I think I'm going to plan to stitch on my Face to Friendship, and I think I'm going to pull that Autumn Quaker out, work on it some.
You go, girl.
Sure am.
We may do a video driving to Birmingham or driving back from Birmingham or while we're having lunch, or you just can't tell. So we hope y'all have a good time while we're not with y'all. Good
we'll
week,
be back.
2 week, we'll be back, and
I'm sure have something crazy to talk about.
Yeah.
Maybe some progress. Maybe a little bit of progress.
Yeah. So, but we appreciate each and every one of y'all, and we are so close to 7,000 subscribers. Ooh, we're so close, I can taste it. So, and we appreciate everybody that has joined the Floss Bossin Cousins Facebook group. And if you have tried to join and you were declined, there is I believe it's 3 questions that you have to answer, because that just keeps the spammers, the robots, the whatever you call them, keeps them away, because it's just a little safeguard we put in there. But if you invite a friend to join the Facebook group, I think that's where a lot of the confusion comes in. They don't have to answer the questions, but they'll need to answer the questions. So if y'all would just keep joining, because we love having y'all. I've been trying to do better about posting in the group. I just forget sometimes.
And if you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing so you'll know when we put out a video, and help us get to 7,000.
And I'm hoping soon, I'm not going to say when because I really don't know, but I'm hoping soon that I can do another Zoom call with y'all. And if y'all have not been over to Lindy Stitches and watched Stephanie's information on the Jingle Ball, you need, if you have never been to a retreat and you want to get a feel of it, but you really not sure, $10. It is the best weekend that you will ever have, I promise you. And you can do it in your pajamas.
That's
in
what
your
I'll do.
stitchy chair.
But put your dogs in the kennel first.
Yeah, yeah. And your husband in the bed. But they are on sale. And it'll be in December.
The 6th. Is it the 6th?
Let me see if I've got it wrote down. December the 6th, 7th, and 8th. So, and I think it is, I'll try to put the web address down below. I think it's www.jingleball.net.
The Jingle Ball.
Is it the Jingleball?
Yeah.
It is.
Because I had to look when I went to get my ticket the other day.
Okay. All right. But if y'all come, you may get in a room with us, or better yet, we may get in a room with you. So, but y'all have a good week, 2 weeks, and get lots and lots and lots of stitching done.
Don't let the boogers get you. Halloween's coming up.
Oh, it is. Ooh.
So.
But we will see y'all next time.
Bye.
Bye.